It's our anniversary episode. Today, we're looking back at the biggest AI trends of 2024, celebrating how far we've come and giving you a sneak peek into what's ahead for 2025. Get ready for insights, highlights, and a look ahead to the future of AI in real estate. Tune in.
We made it. Welcome to the anniversary episode of the Real Estate AI Flash. I'm not into doing solo episodes. Maybe it's just an annual thing now with this anniversary stuff, but not only are we kicking off a new year, but we're also celebrating our one incredible year of this podcast journey. It all started on January 3rd, 2024, with one goal in mind: to make AI approachable and actionable for real estate professionals like you. Looking back at 2024, here's what we accomplished together. Over 30 agent guests, including thought leaders like Jessica Edgerton from Leading RE that spoke about legal implications and opportunities with AI, Cynthia Taylor from Zillow, and Brian Boyero from 1000 Watt last week, talking about marketing and amplifying stories with AI. We grew to 20,000 unique listeners. Thank you for tuning in. Launched the Real Estate AI Flash newsletter mid-year, and we are already at 2,500 subscribers with an impressive 55% open rate. So if you have not subscribed to it, make sure you do. Put a link in the show notes. We created an AI playbook that is on its version 7. AI changes constantly, and we keep up with it as best as we can. And we've updated this in late December, so if you've not looked at it recently, there's a lot of updates. Get you started on that journey, and that playbook has been viewed over 33,000 times by real estate agents like you. Based on 2024's advancements, all indications are that AI will be in all aspects of our personal and professional lives. Just as the recent NAR settlement has forced us to evolve as an industry to new practices, it's time to embrace AI responsibly and not be left behind. Oh, by the way, all of the work we did this past year with listening audiences, playbook, and being grounded in sharing best practices from agents to agents has catapulted us at the top of the podcast chart for real estate agents to learn and implement AI, for which I am truly grateful. However, this has never been about me. It was all about a weekly platform for educating and empowering agents to transform their business with AI. So let's take a look. What has happened in 2024? Look, in the world of AI, this is purely a Cliff Notes version. And if we were to capture everything that happened in AI in 2024, we'll be here for a long time. But at the start of 2024, most AI users were primarily leveraging tools like ChatGPT for text-to-text generation. Very few were leveraging image, video, and other AI elements. Look where we are now with image AI, with headshot creators, image generation with tools like Leonardo and Midjourney that create images are mostly indistinguishable from a real photo. In December 2024, I attended a 2-day generative AI mastermind workshop where I saw a small agency, that a team of 6 that is purely built with AI tools from the ground up. And they showed on that mastermind how they built a 30-second Jaguar commercial fully with a few AI tools. We'll put a link in the show notes. You should check it out. And I will include the link, of course. But what I saw was how you could evolve text to video generation, and that will go mainstream in 2025 is my prediction, with tools like Runway, ChatGPT, Sora, Google's recent launch with VO2, to name a few. Also in December, usually is a quiet month for real estate compared to other months, but not for AI. And if you were a AI fan, Christmas came early in December. With the number of launches from OpenAI, the parent company of ChatGPT, with the 12 days of OpenAI event, and they launched 12 features on 12 days that typically in regular tech cycles take multiple years for a tech company to pull this off. And they launched a new feature every day for 12 days in a row. Plus, don't count on Google, because Google stepped up with deep research, which I am now a big fan of, in Gemini Advanced, and also the VO2 private launch. It's available only for a few people, but that is better than Sora and can produce get this, a 2-minute video at 4K resolution. Crazy advancements, and we're truly living in transformative times. Some of my 2024 AI highlights, if I had to pick a couple, would be is the maturity that I see now with custom GPTs and chat GPT and how you can, as an agent, boost your productivity by leveraging custom GPTs. So here's my recommendation as you go into 2025 as a real estate agent or whoever's listening to this podcast. Look at your workflow with all things you're doing in your business, specific to maybe buyers, sellers, prospecting, all things. Put them on a whiteboard and say, which ones do you repeat? How often do you repeat? And tackle some of these areas with custom GPTs that will help you. And as you know, if you didn't already, I've built some custom GPTs in the GPT store for listing descriptions, listing appointments, social captions. Just search my name in the GPT store to get started with the power of custom GPTs in your business. And at some point, if you have the paid version of ChatGPT, I still believe it's the deal of the century. You should pay $20 and get the paid one. And when you do, you obviously get access to the updated models. But more importantly, in this context or this takeaway, you can build your own custom GPTs. The second thing I think in my 2024 AI highlight was Notebook LM's launch from Google that uses the power of AI with sources you designate as well as trust. So it can answer questions on all the content. I think most people, agents included, people that work, spend way too much time looking for answers to questions that exist in a document somewhere. And I think we'll see evolution of this type of technology that will solve and get people's answers to questions easily. And Notebook LM, if you haven't used it, play around with it. And the icing on the cake, which took the top off for Notebook LM, was the ability for you to generate a podcast. And now you can give custom instructions on the podcast, but you can also chime in on a podcast and ask questions in the middle of the podcast, which is the latest feature they launched. So Notebook LM and custom GPTs are probably my biggest time-tested and true tools that I think are going to see the best is yet to come on those two as well. Based on 2024's advancements, all indications are that AI will be in all aspects of our personal and professional lives. Just as the recent NAR settlement forced us in many cases to evolve as an industry to new practices, it is time to embrace AI responsibly, both personally and professionally, and not be left behind. All indications are this AI train is not slowing down. Just look at December. And the number of new launches in December was mind-blowing. And I think we'll see that continue in 2025. And the pace of innovation is just purely breathtaking. So don't feel FOMO. Nobody's keeping up 100%. So just start and be on your journey to incorporate AI responsibly in your business. I think we will see the evolution of AI agents in 2025 that will do more tasks with limited human input. And why do I say that? Just look at what happened with OpenAI. September 12th, they launched O1, which was their move into reasoning, where it reasons a little bit more, thinks a little bit more, and not gives you this instant response that the ChatGPT 4.0 text model does. And before you know it, September 1, O1 was released, preview. It came to everybody in October, November, and now in December, one of the 12 days was O3. So we went in the last 4 months to a better reasoning model. So reasoning means it's a gateway to AI agents, and I think you'll see that in 2025. Remember, this is the worst AI we will ever use. Just hold that thought, right? So the next 2 to 5 years, 80% of the tasks we can do will be AI and can be AI assisted. Imagine what that would do to your productivity. I've been listening to 2 to 3 weekly AI podcasts that are very technical and in-depth and a fire hose of information. And AI, because AI is changing at an exponential pace, while most of us are used to learning at a linear pace, causing a wide gap in my mind of AI awareness. There's a deficit. I know the country has a deficit, but we do have a deficit in AI awareness. And I'm committed to help that deficit be narrowed with the resources we offer, right? So just in the last year, I've spoken to thousands of agents across the country with AI keynotes. And the number one need today is to build AI awareness and training. And I am still committed, although it is a little delayed, to provide and build the upcoming AI Academy. In addition to, we have the 3 resources I alluded to, the podcast, the newsletter, and the AI playbook. So if you feel FOMO, don't worry, no one is keeping up. However, I want you to remember this: today's innovations are your clients' expectations of tomorrow. So I hope you're on a journey to learn and implement AI going into 2025. The podcast's primary purpose was and will continue to be give you bite-sized, actionable takeaways that you can implement in your business. As you see with our guests, it will remain a podcast that is not about any specific brand. It's about helping the industry and agents at large. And I talked about the Academy is coming. I'm working on launching it. So if you want to join a wait list to learn, be the first and potentially get an early bird offer, go to realestateaiflash.com and be the first to know when we launch it. So let's go with my top 5 tools into 2025. Now, there's a surprise omission, and I'll talk about why on my list. So if you've heard my podcast, my top 5 were ChatGPT, Perplexity, Opus Pro, Captions, and Virtual Staging. AI, virtualstaging.app. My new top 5, I am removing Perplexity from the list, and you'll know why shortly. But I keep ChatGPT at the top. It's time to commit and get the paid version so you can go deep into ChatGPT. Captions, you need to do more video. Captions gives you the ability at either $9.99 a month or $65 a year to go all in on video. Now, I love there are other video apps that are available, but I'd like to suggest you dig into Captions. And it converts into different languages. It can even create an AI avatar of you with your face, your voice. Possibilities are endless. AI, eye contact, right? All of those things are part of it. Opus Pro takes long form video and makes viral short form clips. Literally, you can use it for free up to a certain point. Virtual staging, I talked about, right? And it recently got acquired by Zillow, virtualstaging.app, at a fraction of the cost of what other tools that are virtual staging can help you with. So the new tool I'm putting on the top 5 is Plod.ai. And I don't recommend anything that I don't use. And this has been transformational in the last 4 months of 2024. And I think we'll see. Now, you may say, let me talk about what Plod is. It is a digital device, hardware device that sticks on the back of your phone. And you can record meetings, record phone calls, of course, make sure you take consent. And it syncs with an app on your phone. And Plod.ai is and I look at what agents do. They're in a lot of meetings with clients. Again, client meetings, documenting all of that. Maybe you have a team meeting. Maybe you're attending other meetings to keep you sharpening your axe. All of those things can be recorded on Plod. So I have put Plod on the list for the level of use you're going to have going forward with, obviously, this is an AI podcast. So recently, Plod reached out to us to become offer a partnership program. So we're going to bring Plod to you at $10 off the price. So if we'll put a link in the show notes. And my goal is to really identify the right AI tech so you don't have to spend time doing that. And if you ever get that device, and I have it and I use it constantly, and it gets a transcript, it makes an AI summary using tools like GPT or Claude, and gives you a nice summary of next steps, all of it. And here's a use case that you may not have considered for digital recorders. What if you uploaded that transcript to ChatGPT and have it analyze your client conversations or whatever and give you some coaching around how you could have done better? All those are possible. Again, there are other tools in this space with Otter AI and others, but I have tested a few, and my money is on Plod going into 2025. So $10 off. And because you're a podcast listener. And if you want to do that, the link is in the show notes. And also will be on the Real Estate AI Flash website. So as you know, I've been a big proponent of Perplexity. That transformed my AI search when I started my journey in mid-2024 as far as AI search was concerned. It is still considered a unicorn in the space and recently was valued at $9 billion. Well, $9 billion in AI is not a lot of money, but it's still a lot of money. But my concern is that they're a product built on AI large language models like ChatGPT, Claude, etc. And we will see them getting squeezed by ChatGPT and Google, like companies. Why? Just look at this. ChatGPT launched GPT search. So it can search the web and give you an answer. So next time, if you have ChatGPT Pro, and I think search is available in the free version, just try that and compare. I think their opportunity is getting narrow because other tools will embed search. Take, for example, Google. Google launched deep research recently, which I'm a big fan. It blows the doors off any tool you need to do research, by the way. Check them out. But you need their paid Gemini advanced model. You can try it for 30 days, which is I just did a trial. But so looking at that, I think their opportunity there's just two examples I just gave you with ChatGPT search and Google's deep research. The Perplexity has their work cut out for them in 2025. So I've removed them off my top 5 list. However, if you don't subscribe to any AI tools, you can still use the free Perplexity app and gain tremendous value from it. But they are outside looking in going into 2025 in my top AI apps. So 2025 will be a year of separation in my mind for agents that integrate AI to all aspects of their business where it makes sense now and become skilled with it. The way you know you're skilled with AI is no one knows you're using AI for your business and you're ultra productive. And the only way you get there is become skilled with it. So in your journey to being an AI skilled agent, you will automate the ordinary with AI, so you will have the time to personalize the extraordinary, which are your client experiences. Another way to look at this is automate what serves and humanize what matters. After all, our business will always remain human, but AI can help you immensely with all of the back office and productivity enhancements to free up your most important resource, which is your time. I appreciate all of you that listen to our podcast every week and take the time to send me an appreciative note. Please consider writing a review and rating the show on Apple Podcasts because it will help us reach more people. And if you're listening on other tools like Spotify or Amazon or YouTube, make sure you give us a rating. Also, if you're a regular listener and have topics that you like to see us cover, or agents that are doing well with AI that could be a guest, feel free to reach out to me. I can't think of a better way to kick off our second podcasting year next week when I have Jimmy Mackin, co-founder of listingleads.com and a brilliant marketing mind, on the topic of the power of AI and storytelling, real estate marketing. Let's make 2025 the year of execution. After all, as Thomas Edison said, strategy without execution is hallucination. Here's to a new year, new tools, and endless possibilities. I'm optimistic and energetic of 2025, and I hope you join me and your fellow agents on this journey to becoming an AI skilled agent in 2025. We're truly stronger together, and the best is yet to come. Always be curious, and see you next week.